There's this thing in gaming called gateway games, and what that is, if you don't know, is a game that you, as a gamer, take to your non-gamer friends and say, hey, you should play this game because board gaming is really cool, and this game is going to tell you why. And honestly, anything to get more people into board gaming is a great thing, but the only criticism I have with gateway games as a concept is that they always tend to be the same 3 games. It's always Pandemic, Ticket to Ride, or Settlers of Catan. Now, I love all of those games, and it makes sense that they're ones that people would use. I mean, they're fun, they're easy to teach, a Ticket to Ride especially, and they're well known enough that people who don't play games might already know about them. I mean, Settlers of Catan was in Parks and Recreation, for crying out loud. Anyway, here's the thing. While there's nothing wrong with those games, they are not necessarily going to grab everyone's attention right away. Now, what I'm about to say maybe is targeting Americans or millennials more than any other group, I'm not really sure, but I don't know anybody who doesn't know about the game Battleship. So, when you say that Captain Sonar is like Battleship, but in real time and with teams, like, you have an instant hook into your friend's nostalgia. And they might think about how much they played it as a kid, or how much they wanted to play it, but they didn't. Or they might even think about how, yeah, they played it as a kid and it sucked. Because it does. But even then, it's an easy sell, because you can say it's like Battleship, but good. Captain Sonar also does 2 things that the big 3 I mentioned can't do. First off is that it accommodates large groups with its 2 to 8 player count. So if you've got 8 people over and you don't feel like playing Cards Against Humanity again, this is a great choice. On top of that, like a party game, it's a very energetic experience. You find yourself wrapped up in the game because it's happening so quickly. You don't have time to get stuck in your head, which is important when you're introducing a new game. The reason that's so crucial is that for a new gamer, you need them to stay interested for as much of the game as possible. The last thing you want is for your friend to get bored halfway through or for them to be like tapping their fingers during someone else's turn. Once they're hooked on the magic of games, then they can forgive little lulls in the action like that, but until then, the dead air really stands out. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't start your friends off with Catan or Ticket to Ride or Pandemic. I mean, if you think that that's going to be their jam, then by all means. But that's the key. When you're introducing someone to something new, you have to think about what's going to be exciting for them. So don't feel like you need to be stuck to one of the traditional gateway games. That's the point I'm trying to make. You can try other things, and I think Captain Sonar is a great choice. For a certain crowd, anyway. But what are your favorite gateway games? What do you use to get your friends into gaming, if it's not one of the big 3 or Captain Sonar? For me, it was Eldritch Horror, which is a terrible gateway game, but for whatever reason, when I saw that, I was like, yeah, this is what I need in my life. But everyone's different. So let me know in the comments. And that's going to be it for Captain Sonar for me. I'm going to be working on Gloomhaven next, and that's a big one. So it'll take me a while, so I'll see you then.